Hey, what's up? This is LS for Life. Welcome to the channel. I'm back. This video today is gonna be based on some of my products again. Obviously, this channel is all about projects that I'm working on, which I make available on Etsy and by private DM, and you can then purchase one of these products if you are interested. Today we're going back to show you how I have upgraded my gun stock to some other better level in my case. Oh, by the way, don't forget to like and subscribe if you like, and share this video with any of your friends or anybody that you think will find this information helpful, so they can help the analytics of this channel and help me share my product and my information with other users. And that's it. Let's get to the actual bulk of the video. With that being said, let me show you what we have going on right now, so that you can understand what I'm talking about. So here we are. See right here, right now, this is my gun stock collection that I have at the moment. So here we are. As you can see, I have many which I will discuss each one of them so that you can kind of get my message about what I'm trying to tell you, and the benefits and the improvement and stuff on this gun stock. We're also gonna do some gameplay so that you can see them how they work. So let's continue on, and now we're gonna go through each one of these particular gun stock. So just to show you right now, this right here is one of my many butt stock. This particular butt stock is made for a sniper rifle, but it doesn't have the shim resting here, but I will show you that how it looks. I'm just showing you this one because this is a model that I did, which is a little now shorter. So let me just put it right here. If you can see this print, but that's fine. Now this right here is my standard butt stock for most of the product that you will get when you just get a standard gun stock. But if you obviously decide that you want to upgrade or change into something that looks better, then you can change that into one of my other butt stock. Now all my adapters are modular, and so you can interchange part. If you have more than one, you can change them around. And this particular butt stock here is an actual butt stock that you will use on your regular actual rifle. This is a real butt stock you can buy at any gun store. And this is also something that you can do with my gun stock. You can use your own butt stock and attach it to it, but you have to make sure that you say, I like to get the version that I can use my own butt stock. Right, moving on. This item here is obviously my gun stock conversion to AR. This is a gun right here. Obviously you can see I have to make it in this color, because if I make this in other color, I will show you the black color. Even this color give you the appearance that it looks very similar to a gun. So because of that, I had to make sure I made this in a different color. I don't want to create a mistake, so just be mindful of it. Just want to show you how it works. This is the gun stock. You slide the controller right in here. I mean, not the gun stock, the pistol. And I have a clip to secure my pistol inside the location here. And basically now you have your controller in here. And then you can use that to play your game. And you have room to touch each one of the buttons as you need to, so that you can move around. I'll have more video about this, so I don't want to go too deep into this. What I do wanted to show you is that if you have my gun stock or my pistol, which is a specific adapter which is made for it, so it can feel like a pistol. It doesn't weigh like a pistol, but you have the manageability to use it and feel comfortable as using a pistol. Now, if you're playing any VR game, you can take, if you already have one of my adapter, you're gonna have an adapter for your grip controller, like this one, which you can put in your hand, and you can bring it over here. Any magnet attached to this, and you create a compact AR. Now, you don't have the shoulder rest as you normally will, but you can still use this very comfortable and do everything that you need in a game. But if you still want to get more of an immersion where you want to create a real AR feeling, you can take this part here, which is the AR conversion, and you can put it around your neck and easily take your handgun and bring it over to the bottom here, which it has a magnet as well, right on the bottom here, and it connects right away, and now you have a shoulder support here. So this is the other version that I was talking about. This particular attachment here is the version that allow you to use a regular butt stock. So you can put a butt stock here, and this is not the butt stock that you buy at a gun store, because there is 2 different models. So this model is a specifically simple model that allow you to connect to my attachment. The one for the model for a butt stock that uses a real butt stock is something different. But again, you have the same. Now this is the black Glock, obviously by LS for Life again, and I put a little strap so I don't drop. I can drop it and don't break it. So again, this will go around your neck, but if you want to use it as an AR, you just gotta put it in here. The magnet will suck in from here to here, and you have your magnet attached, and now you have the attachment for a AR using a handgun. Again, I will do some gameplay where you can see this. For the moment, let's move on so we don't make the video too long, but this is also again my handgun to AR attachment. This is adjustable length, and obviously again you can disconnect, but because I don't have the strap, I'm not gonna disconnect without holding it, so I have to put my hand on it for the moment. And then to disconnect, you either pull back this way or pull forward this way, and it will disconnect. Moving on to some more stuff. I'm trying to do the video slightly fast just because I know that many people don't really like long videos, but at the same time, I don't know if I'm gonna run out of battery on one of my many cameras that I'm using. So again, let me just continue on so I can show you more of the stuff that I was talking about. So let's talk about this adapter. This is my left hand and right hand adapter. They're 2 simple adapters that allow you to feel as you have just the controllers in your hand. So here they are. Here they are. These 2 adapters, you can use them to do any game because they're just 2 hands without controllers. Just showing you that so you can see how versatile my controller setup is for my gun stock. Here we have one of my favorite gun stocks. Remember, I have many. This is the Bankai, which now I have it as a do-it-all for one-for-all type of gun stock. Its rail mount is on top. Obviously, the back of this is adjustable. As you can see, you can pull the clip out and bring the buffer, the buttstock farther closer to the grip. So this is a what I call the Bankai 3R because it kind of split into 3 pieces, and those 3 pieces again are the one I will show you now, which is obviously my trigger, my front grip, and then the full body, right? Which you put it over your neck, and then you will go and put your grip controller here and trigger, and now you have the AR. Suit up. If you have to do shotgun, you can do this, which I tested on Onward and it works fine. Also, we can do some more testing on other games, but for the moment I will do this after I go over to the gun stock. Another thing, again, you can let go of this grip to do anything that you need, or you can go ahead and let go of this grip and do anything that you need with this hand. And normally if you're doing like a let's say you're doing a sniping and you want to let go of this, you can let go, change your sniping bullets, and put it right back. Okay, so with that being said, let's move on, because again, I want to do some gameplay, and for that I don't want the video to be too long. But what we can do at the moment is complete the introduction of all this gun stuff so you have an idea of what I'm talking about. My next gun stock here, which obviously I call the Shuriken. This is another of my gun stock that is split, and again create 3 parts. In this case, this one is split at the division between the buffer and the trigger this way, so that way you can have the experience of having 2 different parts lighter in your hand, a compact attachment that allow you to support both of your controller and create a stability, right? And then you have obviously your shoulder rest. In this case, the controller will go in here. Let's see if I can do that in a quick way. I'll take my controller from this gun. The controller will go inside this section here, which is the section of the trigger. And now the controller is in here, and you can easily take this and bring it over here and attach, because again it has a magnet over here, and this is how easy it is to connect. Again, you'll grab whichever your grip controller, and once again you have a full AR, freehand, very easy to use here. And if you want to use just a pistol style, you can just do this and use this as a pistol, reaching down to grab your handgun. And this is also very comfortable. And this section here is replaceable and adjustable in length. It is also a version of this for a sniper rifle that has a stand. The stand, you can use it, but you know, personally don't use that much. You can see how this is stretched out if you want to increase the distance of your grip, or you can remove it altogether by loosening up the screw on the bottom. I'm just trying to make sure I loosen it up. This comes out, and if you want to make this longer, so you get a longer front grip instead. And you can have a longer extension if that's what you shoot for, if that's what you need, something longer. Or you can go with the version for the sniper, which is again the same process. You can put it in here. This is the stand that stick out. You can use the screw on the bottom to secure it in place. Now the purpose of this video is to show you the flexibility, the many things you can do to many of my gun stock. So you can connect it here. Now you have the ability to use this as a stand. This butt stock right here is not the sniper butt stock, but I will show you the sniper butt stock on a different unit, so I don't have to switch this. But this particular butt stock here, if you do have a sniper really butt stock at home, you can take this out from here, right? You can take something similar that take a military spec buffer. If your butt stock use military spec buffer, you can take your real butt stock and use it with this right here. You can squeeze the button like you normally do to bring it in. Here the snap when it locks, press the button on the bottom, pull it out as you need, or bring it in as you need in order to make the right length. And now you're using your own butt stock if you request that specific model. And now you can play the game again. Make sure you put a strap on around. This strap is also elastic, so if you don't want to let go of this and reach for your handgun, you can just stretch it out and it goes down. So you can stretch it to get your handgun. I will put a video somewhere in here, quick thing that you can see me a full body and doing the motion that I'm showing you right now. Then you can break this apart like this, bend this down and use it as a regular handgun. Connect it, full body. And you can use this version again as using your real butt stock. If you like to use the ability of being sniper, it has a stand that you can pull down for resting your handgun and stable. But this depends on the game, if the game gonna be able to allow you to get low enough to do some things. So if you play a first-person shooter game, you're probably aware of how to do calibration, how to use your gun. But we can go through that in another video. Let's continue on so I can do some gameplay and show you what I'm talking about. So the next thing, and which is for me one of my new project, which really loved it, tested, it's great, is this particular, I call this the Shuriken 3R. Why? Because again, I'm looking for versatility, flexibility, and comfort, plus durability, even though durability is something that will vary depending on the material that is used. But again, this is made in 3D printer PLA, PLA plug, which is very resistant. However, I wouldn't recommend dropping it from this high because I can guarantee you it probably will break. This in here is the sniper butt stock. Just to start with that, you have the shin rest right here that you can loosen it up and bring this up. Okay, and you can put it down again, very easy, and squeeze it over here and make it tight. With that being said, we're done with the sniper butt stock. Again, it's adjustable length. You can pull this clip out that we have on top, okay, and extend it out or take it out. put it back in as you need to, and put the clip back in. Now, I wouldn't say this, sometimes some people maybe agree or not, but once you're gonna use a gun stock, you use a gun stock for you. You're not trying to give it to somebody personally as you play the game. So when you start playing the game, you're normally gonna adjust your butt stock to the length that you need to, so that you don't have to go on tying and retying things during the game. Made no sense, right? In my opinion. Now, with that being said, again, this go around your neck for protecting that it doesn't drop out of your hand. And this is an elastic band, so you can always reach down for your hand without having to take this off. The next aspect of this device, this butt stack, is that I'm preparing it so it has the shotgun feature on it as well. It also uses already the same grip that you may already own, which is this style for your grip, which it can be used left or right-handed at any time, no sweat. Here's the grip, put it on the front. Now you have your grip in the front here, and you can do whatever you need. You have this other controller, of course, your right hand controller if you're righty, which is your trigger hand, which you can go ahead and attach right here. So now, again, this is a bottom mount rail, but both of the controllers are level. You can shoot. For some people who don't like top rail because they feel that it blocks the LED of the controller, this is probably a more appealing style, which give you comfort because you can do this. If you do shotgun, you can do the shotgun motion. I'm still perfecting that part on this one, but it does work. The idea is already there. And if you want to do something else such as sniping, you can just let go from here, do your changing on your trigger, and put it back, and now you continue your game. Remember that you can do this at any time because you have the strap, and now you can go freehand and do whatever you want. With that being said, this is right here just the controllers that you may already own. You can still use them, but there is a dedicated trigger control for this particular AR. This is the dedicated adapter for this particular Shuriken R3 gun stock. It's dedicated because it followed the same orientation as the gun stock was made originally. So you just go in here, and let me attach the controller to this again. So now you got this particular dedicated, or not dedicated, but the main attachment for your grip. You can see how they differ. This will be for your, obviously, grip in the front, and this will be from your trigger. And this is the default adapter for it, because once you go here, okay, this is how it looks, different than the other one. And you can go now and have the same result, but if you are using this particular attachment at the moment, this will be a dedicated left or right adapter for your trigger. If you're left-handed, you'll have to get the left-handed style. If you're right-handed, you have to get the right-handed. So, but then the grip will be always the same, at least. And you can then go ahead and do everything. So let's adjust the shank rest right here a little bit so we can do that. Just to show, bring the shank rest up, lock it up in place, And now you can go and do sniping with your chin rest right here. Very comfortable. Again, you can go freehand, grab your pistol, throw grenade, tablet, whichever you need. So these are all the information that I have for today with regard to how far I have brought up my adapters with new upgrade as compared to what they were before. You can see them if you check my videos on my playlist for when I started making some of the adapters. Again, I focus on making things simple and easy to use. I don't have too many button press to do. You can just use it right away. So let's get and do some quick gaming using one of these gunstocks and see how you like it.